love interest to Commander Shepard, profound Asari researcher, Prothean history specialist, and shadow broker. What's up, Internet? My name's KC, and welcome to the history of Liara T'Soni. Liara T'Soni was born on the planet of Thezia in 2077. As a child, Liara would often look into Prothean history and would be amused and amazed by their past, and that would also play a role in her career endeavors as she became an Asari researcher who spent half of her career studying Prothean technology and culture. Growing up under the shadow of her mother, Matriarch Benezia was seen up as a burden for Liara due to her mother's political status throughout the galaxy. Liara decided to part ways and follow her own path to become an archaeologist, which allowed her to spend most of her time in solitude while on the job and gave her more time to study about the Protheans. Liara was the only child born to Matriarch Benezia, a very powerful Asari biotic and spiritual leader among her people. Liara knew very little of her father, which it was said to be that he was an Asari as well, which is kinda odd due to the fact that the Asari are an all-female race. This meant that Liara was a pureblood, but later in Mass Effect 3 it's revealed who Liara's father is, and that Liara is truly not a pureblood but 1/4 Krogan, according to her father. In the events that take place in the first Mass Effect game that involve Rogue Spectre Saren, Matriarch Benezia was said to be working with him, which led Commander Shepard to travel to the last place Liara was said to be to interrogate her and find out the whereabouts of her mother. Once on the planet of Therum, they find Liara suspended in an energy field, unable to move unless somebody freed her. Before releasing Liara, Commander Shepard asked her a series of questions about her mother, only to find out Liara has not spoken to her mother in years and had no clue about her affiliations with the Rogue Spectre Saren. And not only that, she had no idea of her mother's activities as of now. After a brief scuffle with Saren's forces and a subsequent escape from the Doom Rooms, Liara then joined the Normandy crew. Because of Liara's interest in the Protheans and their technology, she is eager to study and get to know Commander Shepard after she finds out that Shepard had direct contact with a beacon on the human colony of Eden Prime. That was set up some would see as a canon relationship between Liara and Commander Shepard throughout the series. At some point in the first Mass Effect, Liara comes to confront her mother, or at least check to see if all the rumors are true about her taking sides with the Rogue Spectre Saren. Accompanied with Shepard and crew, Liara meets her mother on the planet of Noveria at Peak 15. As the rendezvous with Matriarch Benezia gets heated, it is discovered that she's been indoctrinated by Sovereign, the Reaper ship that was also responsible for the indoctrination of Saren, the former Spectre. After a long battle with her mother, she finally is put down by a joint effort with Shepard. But before Matriarch Benezia succumbed to her injuries, she called Liara a Little Wing, something she called Liara throughout her childhood. Liara did not have the best relationship with her mother, but still felt somewhat hurt at the outcome of the mission. Liara then would join the Normandy crew and would play a vital role in discovering the links between the Reapers and the disappearance of the Protheans. She would also play an important role in finding Commander Shepard after the Normandy was destroyed while traveling and looking for Geth activity. An unidentified ship attacked Normandy and disbanded the entire crew, including Commander Shepard, who was presumed dead after the events occurred. Liara then takes a trip to Omega after she receives information that Shepard's body had been found in a stasis pod. She then begins a journey through the seedy metallic asteroid station that is Omega, accompanied with a Drell by the name of Farron, which happened to be her main point of contact and tour guide throughout Omega. Liara and Farron encounter many obstacles while looking for the information they need, like the local gangs that ran rampant on Omega, and also ran into some Cerberus operatives that were under the command of Miranda Lawson, an extension of the Illusiman, the terrorist group leader. She finds that her and Cerberus have the same intent, which is to find Shepard's body, but Cerberus had different plans on what they were going to do with the body. Liara temporarily teams up with Cerberus to find out the actual whereabouts of the body. Liara also has some reserved judgment for Farron, her point of contact after finding out that he was on the side of Cerberus. Then she meets up with the self-proclaimed Queen of Omega, Liara T'Soni, and that conversation starts with talks of the Shadow Broker, head of an expansive organization which trades information, and the Collectors. Apparently the Shadow Broker knew the location of Shepard's body and hired some mercs from Omega to deliver the body for himself to the Collectors. Arya then gives the location of where this transaction is supposed to be happening at. Farron and Liara then decide to drop in on that location. Farron takes it upon himself to interrupt the transaction between the Collectors and the local mercs. Farron then states that the deal is all between the Shadow Broker and the Collectors, which then confuses the gang leader and enrages the Collectors. So Liara steps in to save Farron and to save the body as well. But she was only able to get the body back from the gang members, but she was not able to save Farron. She then delivers the body back to Cerberus for them to start Project Lazarus, an attempt for them to revive Shepard, which was successful. Even though Liara was able to thwart the Shadow Broker, she was upset at the fact that she was not able to save her friend Farron and had stated to Cerberus that they would need to go back and save him. Cerberus stated they would not do so. She then vowed to get back at the Shadow Broker and deemed him an enemy. Fast forward some time, and Liara is now dabbling in information training as an information broker on the planet of Ilium. At this time, Liara is in a dark place in her life and has a warped view on the galaxy, plus her hatred for the Shadow Broker has grown immensely. Liara then meets back up with Shepard to take down the Shadow Broker. Liara had been given a tip on where his base was and that there was a possibility that Farron, her friend taken in the first bout with the Shadow Broker, was still alive and may be being tortured. Her and Shepard then break into the base and fight off the Shadow Broker's forces. She then proceeds to the Shadow Broker's office and discovers that the identity of the Shadow Broker was not the original Shadow Broker but a replacement. That replacement was a Yag, the current Shadow Broker. Liara, along with Shepard, take down the Shadow Broker and save Farron. Liara then decides that she will take on the title as the new Shadow Broker. Since no one alive has ever seen the Shadow Broker in person, as the new Shadow Broker, Liara has a large network of information and connections she is able to use at any time at her disposal. This makes her a very important player to help bring down the soon-to-come Reaper threat. With the title of Shadow Broker, Liara took on a lot of responsibility and a lot of scrutiny and question from those whom also dealt with information trading, like the Elusive Man. The Elusive Man often questioned Liara and tried to squeeze information from her as well. At one point, there was an attempted assassination on her life, which she believed was the Elusive Man's doing due to the uniform that the assailant wore, and Liara did confront the Elusive Man about it as well. And as expected, he denied ordering any assassinations. He stated that there may have been a rogue faction that was responsible for that attack. Liara did not believe his words and told him the next time he sends someone to kill her, it better be an army. Liara continues her campaign as the Shadow Broker and holds tremendous amount of pull throughout the galaxy, sort of like her mother Matriarch Benezia, and that's why she's such a staple in the Mass Effect series, and that is the history of Liara T'Soni. So if you enjoyed the history of Liara T'Soni, like this video, also leave a comment down below to let me know who you like to see a history of on, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this and daily videos.